but I'm from Bakersfield. I'm actually live in Arvin, California with my parents, and I go to California State University of Bakersfield, where I'm actually finishing up my sociology degree. I should be done within the next year. So I grew up in Arvin, and I attended the Head Start Center in Arvin. And
Counselor.
so what I could remember is that I'm the oldest of three, and my parents immigrated to the United States, so I was the firstborn, and I was very attached to my parents because it was just the three of us. So I actually cried my whole first month of Head Start. So I remember crying every single day for a whole month until finally, like, the Head Start coordinator told my mom, like, you just need to let go. You know, you can't stay here no longer, and he just needs to stay. So I did probably cry a couple more weeks. But I enjoyed it. I have memories of, of doing arts and crafts and of learning. Spanish was my first language, so my first few words in English were at a Head Start Center. And just having that support, taking arts and crafts back home, like for Mother's Day and Father's Day. My mom actually still has that saved. So sometimes we go back and we look at those things, and just the Migrant Seasonal Head Start Center was a resource that my parents, where they were also educated, because it's important for parents to be educated about their child's early on education. My mom actually still works at a packing orange company till this day, and my father actually worked on the agricultural fields all his life. For the last 5 years, he's worked as a carpenter. But I still have many cousins and my uncles and aunts. They're still working in the grape fields because it's currently grape season in California. So I'm really blessed to be here. I think it's made a huge impact on my life. I feel very blessed and very fortunate to be here. Just migrant seasonal Head Start and migrant education has just, I've said that I'm a product of these programs because they followed me since the age of 4, till actually this day, because I found out about the internship opportunity through my migrant education coordinator at my high school. So it was just amazing for that. And now just being here, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable that we, got to see the president, got to see the vice president, and we also went to an event where Eleazar Gutierrez was there. And I mean, these are all figures that my parents watch at Univision every single night. And my dad looks, he's like, wow. And then being able to talk to my dad and tell him, I was in that same room is just amazing. Because it's so unbelievable that we've been able to experience everything. And, kids back home, who would have ever thought, there's people waking up in my neighborhood in the trailer park in which I live in at 5 in the morning and going and picking grapes, and I'm here. So it's amazing. I thank you guys for all the support that you've given us. But just, I'm really blessed, and I've learned so much. And I come from a small city, so when I first arrived here, I had a big culture shock, a tremendous culture shock. I actually didn't get accustomed to the metro system at all. But that's fine because I get lost at home all the time. So I imagined I would have got lost here. But just experiencing, something as simple as getting used to a metro and community, and meeting new people every single day, and communicating with them, and it's just been amazing. And talking to other fellow interns, which are dreamers or they're from different programs, has been great. So I'm actually graduating in June, so I'm open to where life takes me at the moment, but I hope life brings me back to DC next summer for a fellowship. That's a goal I have. But I've really been inspired and mentored by Cleo and Norma, because I work with the Children in the Fields campaign with AFOP, and to think of a bigger picture and have that bigger picture. With that bigger picture, we will be able to contribute to our communities back home and represent our communities back home. And that's been something hard to realize, but it's been a blessing to learn and be able to capture that. And my life motto has changed, and now it's live every day one step at a time. So just take everything one step at a time, and everything would be fine. And not to overwhelm myself or stress about it. So it's just been amazing to be here.
Tell me about your experience at the Capitol.